One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal.
He's got 2.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee. Turning it on. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got him. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And he makes... in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game.
Touchdown, Miami! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And the defense drags him down.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Here comes the heat. Got his man. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He fields the punt in his own end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Miami, 28, Clemson, 7.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Using his legs, it's Paul. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Miami 35, Clemson 7.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Gets it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill.
There he goes. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Paul. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen